evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Silver Tsunami has been a member for 5 months. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hope everybody's doing well. I had popped into Sir Benji's stream earlier. Looked like he had a fall today, so hope he is doing okay. I think he might have been going to the doctor. Hey, Paul was here. But hope he is fine. I did find my knife. I had left it on the carport. David Rubin, how are you doing? Otis Cauldron. Good evening, everyone. So, hey, Roger Ivy. So, we're going to do some nickels today, and I got some bills. Unfortunately, 2 straps were brand new 2021s. That's the unfortunate part. Fortunately, though, I scored 2 broken ladders, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then another slight variation on that. But yeah, I scored 2 broken ladder notes out of that, so I was kind of disappointed on getting the new ones, but sometimes you can make a pretty good score on that. All right, so let's run down the list and see who all is here today, being how it is our Tuesday stream. Our giveaway will be EOS, so we'll see what the box provides. If the box is well short, then I will add a little something to it, and we will only do a end of stream giveaway tonight. So hope you will hang around for that. Only a 2-hour stream, so shouldn't be too tough on you. Blistering Barnacle, Chicken Man Dan, Chris Helms, Chew, Coin Silver, Coin Junkie, David Rubin, Dale Brett, Ernest Edwards, Fleabag, JC Like Pam, Jim Thompson, KJ in Ohio, Martin Bowen, Michael Erickson, Otis Cauldron, Paul was here, Roger Ivy, Shell Bell, the Jolly Roger, Tom Thumb, Union Deposit Treasure. I saw Nicole Erickson earlier, so hi to you. And also Superfan Gabe, who I am sure is watching in the background. So glad to have you all here today. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. See what we can find in these nickels. Oh, and by the way, so there's been a lot of speculation about the pennies and what have you. But I was able to pick up a full box of pennies from one of our banks today. So they are still out there. It's not the same everywhere, though. I have other people telling me that they can't get them at all. Hey, hello, Gabe. How are you doing? So some areas, I guess. Hey, Mark Scarlatta, have gotten the note on the pennies, and some haven't. So for those of you that can't get pennies anymore, that kind of sucks. Pennies are very popular. A lot of people like to hunt them, but they seem to be going by the wayside as far as being able to get boxes. I don't guess we're to the point where we're actually doing away with them yet, but they are restricting the mintage. So get them while you can if you want to search them. Jim Thompson got boxes today. So I'm just looking at hey, Gene Anderson, looking at the demographic. You know, here in Alabama, in Tuscaloosa, actually, I was able to get them. Jim in North Carolina was able to pick them up. I think Tea Time in our Discord chat said that he got turned down today. The Jolly Roger, his bank are turning him away on pennies. So I don't know if it's a regional thing right now or what the deal is, but some people can get them, some people can't. Mine were circulated, so I couldn't look up and get a box of 2025s. There is our first find of the day, a 1940 San Francisco, 1940 San Francisco. That's not too bad. So what's everybody been up to? I'm sure everybody is enjoying this cooler weather. Yeah, that's what mine said too, Jim. I was anticipating. I was anticipating him hauling about it, but it wasn't an issue at all. So we'll see how long it lasts. I don't know. You know, I don't really see the real emphasis on picking up pennies. You know, to a point. I mean, what are you going to really do with them? Unless you were able to get, like some people I know pick up a full box of 25s or something like that might have some additional value. But aside from that, you know, I can't in my mind see a reason to run around and try to start snatching up pennies. Yeah, now if I had a box of 2025 like Mr. Bowen, that would be something to sit on for sure. No D's yet for Otis. Hey, John Chum. I was in always, I like it when people put out an auction list, coin op. Oh, that's right. So you guys let me know what you want to do. We can do the coin show haul here and then just hunt nickels until the end of until 8 o'clock rolls around. Or would you like me to just hunt nickels till about 7:30 and then we'll take a break and I can break out the coin show goodies? Actually, for me, it was more like a bill show. I did not buy a single coin, if y'all can believe it. Not a single coin did I buy. I did pick up on CoinOp. I always check his auction list out. And as you know, I like to collect the silver commemoratives. And I think we'll probably go ahead and do the bills. That way we can just hunt these right up till 8 and I don't have to try and gauge where to stop at. So give me just a second. I'll get those out and we'll go through those. But I saw that CoinOp had the Rhode Island commemoratives, the P, D, and S in his auction last night. So I perused my collection and I had the D and S, so I was able to pick up the Philadelphia minted silver commemorative, and I will have, as soon as it arrives, the full set of those. So let me see. What I did with my bill box. There it is. The bill box. Yeah, they are coming back in. So this are two bills that I have that are the North Africa. I've got the 10 and the 1. So North Africa, World War II bills. This was my biggest pickup. was a educational note. So this is a EF40. These are very highly sought after, and I love the reverse on it. George and Martha on the back. But that was my big purchase of the show. One of my bucket listers. 1896 silver certificate. And the bill in this area here, let me put it under scope and see if I can show it that way. But you talk about the detail on these notes. In the right-hand side here on this bill, you can read the Constitution. Constitution of the United States. We the people of the United States of America. I just think it's so cool that you can act, hey there NC prospectors, that you can actually read the whole Constitution on this from that era. And then on the back side you have just a very, very very, very beautiful George and Martha Washington on the back. Just so ornate and beautiful a bill. And then that was my big purchase. I had kind of meandered around after that, and as Martin was dealing with one of the sellers there, I thought just, well, you know, I'll just check and see if he has any as you know, I've been trying to get some of the fractional currency, and so I really scored some beauties there too. It's going to take me a minute to get them all out here. I'm starting to get quite the little collection of bills here, so give me a second here. Let me see if I can find that run of here we go. So the next set of purchases that I made was to further along my commemorative collection. I mean my fractional currency. So let's see the best way to do this. So this is a 10-cent fractional currency. My first, I'm going to get all these graded. You can see it. You really have to have a book that breaks these down so that you can decide which one you want. So like this, on this 10 cent, there's some initials here that signify this is a certain type. And then here's another 10 cent, another fractional currency. You can see the bronzing. That was an NC Prospector's got nickels for sale, anti-counterfeiting measure. Here's another of the, this is the 5 cent Washington fractional currency. There's the initials on the bottom of it also. This is another of the 10 cent with the bronzing for counterfeiting. And then here is, this is one of the spinner notes. You can see his signature there. He was kind of like the John Hancock of currency. Let me see if I can take this one out, show it to you a little better. The John Hancock of currency, you can see his ornate signature there. But that's a 10-cent fractional currency note. But I am going to send all of these in to PMG to be graded. Here's another 10 cent. This one has a small pinhole in it, but I don't think that's going to take away from the peel. It got out in really, really great paper quality. That pinhole you can see right here might keep it from getting the EPQ, but it is still a very, very beautiful note. Here is another one. So we graded these. I kind of looked these up, and after I got back, I think I paid $375 somewhere in there for all of these fractionals. And then after referring to my book and the price point for them, I figure I got about well over $700 worth of fractional currency for about half price. So anyway, that was my goodies from the show. That was my goodies. Thanks, J Dud. And these are some that, thank you, Jim. Martin Bowen, he had some that he bought too. That was his $10 gold certificate. He sent all of these back with me so that I could put those, send those to PMG. Here's a $1 North Africa and a $5. Some star notes. Star notes are really starting to become valuable if you can find them, especially the older versions. So these are some. That is a 28D $2 star note. When you can find these, there's another older star note. These are all some that Martin Bowen got. A couple of really nice $100 bills. Going to be sending all this in for grading. Here is a $1 large note, national currency that Martin got, as well as a 5. And then a $20 Federal Reserve note. So I am sending all of these in for Martin Bowen to be graded. Got quite the large order going in for sure. Hey, Rob. All right, so that wrapped up the show. And as I was saying, hey, Bellows Forge, I picked up the last of the Rhode Island commemorative for my album, so I got the full set of those from CoinOp on his auction the other day. So, you're welcome, Martin. It's been a good week. Weather's cooling off, man. Things are good. Oh, hey, Robert. Yeah, this was the 36 Philadelphia silver commemorative. he had all three, but luckily for me, I only needed the one. The whole set might have been out of my league. That's the one we found, 1940. Man, that is almost here, is it not? Almost here. We're seeing YouTube TV is in a fight with one of the networks again. And tell you what, I almost sometimes wish we were just still back in the old cable days. There is a 2023. I don't ever remember, and I was getting mad at that today, but I don't remember, I don't ever remember hearing, like, Hulu is another channel you can get live TV from. I don't ever remember hearing them, all right, Visterian. Ever really hearing them having disputes with the networks on carrying it. You know, YouTube TV always does it, and it always seems like their contract ends up coming up right before, like, you know, football season, or, you know, sometime when the pressure is really on for the networks to make a deal. Of course, you know, we never see that savings here. They'll be more than happy to raise the price here in a few months. But what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Life was simpler when we only had 3 channels. Hey, Nick Moner. Oh yeah, right. It come on quick, didn't it, Crafty? I'm not going to argue with it, though. I'm glad to see it. There's a 57. JFK, how are you? I heard that, Robert. Here's another fine. There's a 47. 47, that could be a Henning nickel. 47 from, unless it's, oh, no, it's a San Francisco. Man, we're finding the San Franciscos. It's a 40S and a 47S. Hey, Silverman. Hey, tea time. Drive safe, tea time. Hey, 949. Oop, JC like Pam hit the slots. They're working. Hey, Brian Jensen, how are you doing? $75D. Sometimes the glare in my lights make it hard to see the dates. I do have my lenses in though. Y'all remember that last time? One of my lenses fell out of my glasses, and I didn't realize it. I was trying to make my eyes focus where I could see the coins, and I was doing it with one eye. Now I got a little kit in my desk. About every week or so, I check the screws on everything, make sure I don't have a screw loose. No, I don't need any comment from the peanut gallery on that. I figured somebody was going to come in with a snide remark there. Sometimes you leave the door open, there's always somebody going to step through it. I heard that. Hey, NetThing. Come on, Brian Jensen. You're not that old. Another month or so, I'll get my first Social Security check. Six likes. Thank you, Chris. We don't have nothing hotter than somewhere in the 80s all week, so I am more than happy with that. There's a 59. That'll be our third find for the day. Hey there, Gold Maple. I'm doing all right, and how art thou? Some beat up nickels in here. I'll be getting some of those back for sure from the old coin machine. Found a Canadian quarter in the coin machine today, stuck to the magnets. It's a 58. There goes Fleabag doing what Fleabag does so well. My nickels do not do well, Crafty. They never have. I struggle. Well, and especially these Brinks boxes. If I can get nickels from my other bank that has the holes in the bottom, those seem to do better than these Brink boxes. But I find something every now and then, but they're usually just not as good as the other distributors boxes. But they don't often have extra nickels they can let me have. So I'm stuck with Brinks. I'm hoping to get my double stack boxes back this week. So maybe we'll have a little better $50 hunt this weekend than we have another 900 NIFCs. Thought that was going to be an oldie for a second, but it wasn't. Hey, Captain Dick. Whoop, now there's a find. There is a find. Can't say that I've found many of these, so it looks like we'll have a nice little addition to the giveaway. Check it out. 1906 V-nickel. Not too shabby. We'll definitely count that as a find, just as Crafty Dragon talking bad about my nickel boxes. Look what he went and did, you know. I have not found many V-nickels. That might have been one of only one or two that I've ever found in nickels. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe that's what you got to do. You got to talk bad about them. Slap them around a little bit. You talk all the smack you want, dear lady. You can be the nickel whisperer. Yeah, it's not bad. Can't see Liberty on the headdress, but not overall not in very bad shape at all. Not in bad shape at all. Hey, Paul Abrams. Can you flip the V-nickel? No, you sure don't. Not in the wild, so to speak. Not in the wild. Yep, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Oh, nice, JC. Yeah, if you can find them with full Liberty or most of the Liberty showing, that's a pretty exceptional V-nickel there to find that if you can still read Liberty on them. That is the first thing to go. Now let's see if we can find a buffalo. Let's see if we can find a buffalo to go with it. That would be kind of like a fill the board. We could find a buffalo, a V-nickel, and a war nickel. That would be a fill the board. I tell you what, if we fill the board, I will give away this Benji. I've got a 62 Benji there. If we do a fill the board tonight, that means we got to find a buffalo and a silver war nickel. I will add a Benji to the end of screen giveaway. How you like them apples? There's a 42, not a war nickel. But it is another find. There's a 57. They're piling up now, Crafty, since you talk bad about them. There's a 46. Piling up, Crafty. Jeff Provost. $49. We're crossing out the 40s. There's a 54 from Denver. Hey, Brian Robeson. We just found a 1906 V nickel in my nickel box, if you're just joining us. You're right. It must have heard something, though. It sure has turned on the last few rolls. Hey, Lisa D. Here's a 49. Sure did there, Mr. Bowen. Check her out. Crafty Dragon was talking trash about the box, and then boom, out popped a V nickel. like 56. Oh yeah, yeah, it'll come and go a little while. You just gotta enjoy it while you got it right now. Tea time. Be some good camping weather for a little bit. The nights are gonna be cooler. When I used to work night shift, as you know, the year would move on. We'd get into the fall and temperatures would start dropping. We had to wear coveralls in the shop when I worked in the paint shop to prevent, dirt and debris from getting on the cars and what have you. There's a 59 and a 58. And so it was always, you stayed in a thin sweat all night long. And I always remember that first morning that was cool that night and walk out, had that little bit of nip to the air. I always felt so good.
Very generous of you.
Thank you, Michael Erickson. That is very generous of you. In remembrance of the screwdriver and going back to the knife, $5 super chat from Michael Erickson. Thank you, my friend. Very, very generous of you. Scott Christensen comes in with $1 super chat. Thank you, Scott. Very generous
Very
of you.
generous of you.
Thank you, my friend. Certainly appreciate it. There is 64. Thank you guys so much. There is a 46. It could be a Henning if it's in Philadelphia. I don't think that's going to be a Henning. I know I've heard tell that the notch in the R is not always the absolute on it, but that's what I always look for. There you go. Yep, we're all over the middle of it. Need to what's that? one of these comedians said, "Shoot low, grandma, they're riding Shetland ponies." The weight on that, whoops, the weight on that one is 4.95 grams. The Hennings weigh a little more. Am I right on that? Am I right about that? Don't have but a couple more months. We'll all be headed to East Ridge, Tennessee for the coin show. Going to be a blast. We've got the conference room rented for Friday night, so we will be doing a kind of a meet and greet, coin hunt, get together. You tell them. You tell it, Crafty. Stupid old Brink box. Thank you, 949. Yeah, I never can remember myself, Mr. Erickson. Here's a beautiful 64. I don't often look to see if it's a repunt mint mark, but that one was so pretty, you might actually be able to tell if it was one. There's a 58. Mine neither, 949. I take a shower by the time when I start washing my legs, by the time I rinse one off, I can't remember which one I washed last. I just wash it again. Not even seeing any 2024 nickels. Valerie gave me a big U.S. map like you're doing, Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger and them are plotting all the people commenting in their on their videos and things, where they're from. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to do a map with dollar bills on zip code when I find one. So I got several. Shell Bell sending me some. Aaron Foy, member for 20 months. Walker Superstars. We found a 1906 V-nickel. 1906 V-nickel. Can't get mad at that. Crafty Dragon had to slap the box around a little bit, but we found one. Thank you for being such a long time member there, Aaron. Thank you, Shell Bell. I can't wait for her to see that. Yeah, I need a 39D and a 38D. If I got those, I'll be able to complete my nickel album from box hunts. I bought a 39D at the Bessemer show, but I've not put it in the album. I'm still committed to finding one in the wild, but I did buy one. I got it in one of my boxes, but it's not in my album. Got a little less than an hour, 55, 56 minutes, 54 minutes to go. If we get the nickels done before then, we'll get a scrap of these ones out. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you dropping in, brother. Is Michael misbehaving again? And Michael says, who, me? Would I do something like that? Here's a 53. $4.95. Oop, no. Lisa D hit the slot. I thought JC Light Pam had hit it, but it had a one of those odd hearts on it. Threw me off. 48. I think we're going to get close to 20 fines. Tell them, Crafty. Don't take it easy on them. All right, the last 11 rows. Hey, Bet for Truth. Here's a 41. Philadelphia. Tom Thumb oiling up the slot machine. Oops, sorry about that. That empty bucket always gets me. a 53. I'm going to dump those in the soil yet. .98. Might have been a D anyway. Yep. Would not have mattered. Didn't think check the mint light. Well, he is the head maintenance man of the slot machine, so he might have a little bit of advantage. Hey, William E., how are you doing? Look what we found a little while ago, William. Whoopsie, coin explosion. Yeah, that is a little bit habit forming, isn't it? Kind of like, I mean, I can't hardly remember a phone number anymore. I couldn't tell you what my daughter or my son's phone number was. Saved my life. Got new nickels mixed in with my old nickels now, since I had a coin explosion. JC likes Pam. Remember, for 24 months. Says, come on, 39D. Thank you, JC, for hanging in there with me for so long. There is a 54. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, we're one away. Martin called it out. One away from the trifecta. Who picked this box? Maybe I ought to go get another one. All right, we got 4 rows to make the trifecta. 4 rows to make the trifecta. Yeah, right. You see the date on the buffalo. That's a good buffalo. Yeah, turning in to be a not too bad a box. Last roll up, last 2 roll up. had a penny or a dime stuck in there. Looked like it had a little gap in the roll. All right, last roll. Got a possible there at the end. We'll see. Let's see what it looks like, an older egg back there. You can do it. Yeah, we're not going to make the trifecta, but not too bad a box. 36, Philly Buffalo, 1906, V-nickel. Make sure I don't have any mixed in from the coin explosion. Dead on 20 fines plus the other two makes 22 fines. You tried. I mean, you done a commendable job there, Crafty. So we will have the V-nickel and the Buffalo, the 1936 P Buffalo. That will be going to someone. And now we will go through some ones and see what we can pull out of those. Put these in a flip so I won't get them mixed up. We got about 30 more minutes to see what we can pull out of here. Let's see, let me rearrange my camera right quick. working out as good as it usually does. I don't know what's going on. Got some old bills in here. If I do it like that, yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, hold on, I see now. Maybe that's it. I'm not going to tell y'all what I was doing, why it looked odd to me. Let me take just a second and arrange these so it'll go a little smoother. That one looked interesting, almost a keeper. I guess it's all 7, 7, 2, 7, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7. Looks kind of cool. come across one earlier that was almost a radar. It was, I think it was like 3701, and then it was 3710. Or a repeater, I guess that's what it would be. Thank you, Mr. Bowen. 8928, 8969. Bill down. I tell you what, it may get to that at some point with me there, Mr. Erickson. The way the half dollars are going. I like bills. Always something good to fall back on anyway. Yeah, I get them in the mail every day. That's kind of a nice 1960, 1943. How many years would that be? It's a tombstone note. $27. Whoop, there's a star note. Have to check, make sure it's not a filled star. We'll look that up at the end. We'll look that up at the end. 4 5s, quad 5s. I don't keep quads. Alright, got one more strap. We got 15 more minutes. Actually, I got 2 more straps, but I don't think we'll need both of them. That's good, flea bag. Oops. Oopsie. All righty. Hey, Rob, numismatic. Almost a birthday note. Take some of those new bills and mix them in with these older ones so that they'll run through the counter a little easier when I carry them back. The ladies where I get my double stack boxes is where I usually carry my ones back to, and their counter doesn't count good on new bills. So maybe if I shuffle them all together, it'll run better. Kind of odd as many dollar bills as you see people going through that you've never seen anybody find a silver certificate or any kind of really old small note. I don't see why that would be any different than finding a 90% silver and $50. Well, I hope that goes well for you, Lisa D. A lot of people have good success with that. I know all that arthritis and knee and joint pain can be debilitating. Five 2293. Kind of looked odd there for a minute. Ooh, Martin hit the slot. Lord have mercy, will miracles never cease? I'll let you out in just a minute, Walker. We're almost done. 8 more minutes. Guard dog Angus says hello. Oh yeah, they have come by leaps and bounds from what I understand, Lisa. I wish you all the best. We'll be praying for you for sure. I think the high here Friday with rain is supposed to be 75 degrees for a high. Ugh, that was almost a good one. 02220400. That had been a 2. That would have been a keeper for sure. Been a keeper for sure. Take care, Jim. I'm not far behind you, my friend. Sleep well. Oh, nice, Lisa D. We're supposed to get like a 58 or 59. It's supposed to be about 60 here in the morning. 3244. I do so like the fall weather. Ooh. I wouldn't say no to that either. Make my blanket feel good. All right, that's going to do it for the notes. So, let me get, let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Let's go ahead, right on time. Yep, let's go ahead and start the giveaway. It's going to be an EOS. It will be 2 minutes. Let me rummage around here, see if I can find a little something else to go with it. 2 minutes to get in. End of stream giveaway. I'm sorry, Lisa D. Always tough to lose those fur babies. All right, we're going to add a 57A silver certificate to the giveaway tonight. I think not. I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. I do, but that would be a little far-fetched there, Mr. Erickson. Hey, Lynn. Yeah, my Angus, he likes to get up there in the bed with me. I can't sleep with him in the bed, though. He has to lay right up on you, and I can't stand that. "24 seconds to go. 24 seconds. I forgot to mention that Martin Bowen gave me these silver certificates to use as giveaways or in the auction or whichever way we want to go with that. So wanted to thank Martin for helping out with the channel there like he does. Such a great supporter. All right, here we go. We're going to pick a winner. Get ready. And the winner's going to be Metallic Silver Skull. Look at him go. Look at him go. Matter of fact, I think I just mailed you something. I think I just mailed you something. I did. So now I got something else to send you. You are a lucky dog, my friend. A lucky dog you are. All right, that's going to wrap it up. The clock says 8 o'clock, right on time. I finally got it set after I let it stop the other day. So, hunt and scent. Well, good deal for you. I hope you found some goodies. All right, we're going to call that done. Thank y'all for dropping in with us tonight. It was a fun little hunt. We found a 36 Buffalo, a 1906 V-nickel, and Martin Bowen contributed to the giveaways tonight. I thank you for that, Martin. And I guess we will see you Saturday, barring any issues or problems. I look forward to seeing you guys then. Y'all take care. And until then, we'll catch you later. Good night, everybody.